Good morning, students. How are you all? All of you are doing studies? Yes, playing at home and watching TV. But now it's a study time. Yes, we all have to study. And which subject you will study? Today you have to study social science. Yes, this is a social science period. This is a social science class. So we will study social science. And in social science, we will today take a recapitulation of chapter 4, Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, students, so today what we will do? We will do a recapitulation of chapter 4, the Democratic Republic of Congo. And in this chapter, we will discuss about the location of the Democratic Republic of Congo. We will do the recapitulation of the type of climate, vegetation and the wildlife found here in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And we will recapitulate the type of agriculture practiced here and the main industries of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yes, so today we will do a quick recapitulation. We will do again recapitulate. We will again, do the recapitulation of chapter number 4, the Democratic Republic of Congo. So that all those students who are not able to understand any point in this chapter, the points will be clear to those students also. Yes, so are you all ready? Let's start our recapitulation. So we have the Democratic Republic of Congo here. Yes, this country is here in the continent Africa. Yes. So the Democratic Republic of Congo was earlier known as Zaire. It is the second largest country in the Africa. Its capital is Kinshasa, and the flag of the Democratic Republic of Congo is this one. Yes, this is the flag of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And the Democratic Republic of Congo was earlier known as Zaire, and it is the second largest country in the continent Africa. Okay, students, and the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo is Kinshasa. It lies in the equatorial region. Yes, so here we have equatorial region where equator is running. Both the side of the equator there is a equatorial region. So here in equatorial region, the Democratic Republic of Congo lies. The equatorial region lies on the both side of the equator and has hot and wet climate. Yes, almost throughout the year. Yes, so all those countries which are there in the equatorial region have hot and wet climate throughout the year. Now we will understand with the help of this world map. So here the equator is running here, and we have the Democratic Republic of Congo here in the continent Africa. Yes, so now look at the map of the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is a map of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Here the equator is running through the Democratic Republic of Congo, and you can see that equator is running towards the north of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So towards the north of the Democratic Republic of Congo, we have the equator. Yes, which means that this country is having very hot climate. Yes, it is surrounded by 9 countries. So the Democratic Republic of Congo has 9 neighboring countries. Which are the 9 neighboring countries? The 9 neighboring countries are Central African Republic and Sudan in the north, Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania and Burundi in the east, Congo in the west, Zambia and Anglo in the south. Let's understand with the help of map. This is a map of Democratic Republic of Congo. So you can see towards the north, Central African Republic and Sudan are the countries which are neighboring countries of Democratic Republic of Congo. Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi and Tanzania are towards the east. Yes, and Zambia and Anglo are towards the south of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Republic of Congo is towards the west. Yes, so these are the 9 countries which are the neighboring countries of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yes, students, one of the most important feature of the Democratic Republic of Congo is river Congo, which is the second longest river in Africa, and the first longest river in Africa is the Nile River. Yes, the Congo River was earlier known as Zaire River. It is the Congo River is also known as Zaire River. The river Congo is called the highway of Central Africa. Why it is called the highway of Central Africa? Because most of the transportation is being done with the help of river Congo only. Now, there are some major lakes in this country. They are the Albert, Kivu, Edward and Tanganyika are the major lakes which are there in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So with the help of map, you can see here, this is a map of Democratic Republic of Congo, and the major lakes are Lake Albert, Lake Edward, Lake Kivu, Lake Tanganyika. These are the important major lakes of the country. If we talk about the climate of the Democratic Republic of Congo, as the Democratic Republic of Congo lies in the equatorial region, so this country has a hot and wet climate throughout the year. Mornings are quite pleasant, but at noon the temperature are high. The temperature during the day is between 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. Yes, students, in the afternoon there is a heavy rainfall for a short period of time. Evenings and nights are cooler. So at evening and nights the country become cool. If we talk about the vegetation of this country, most of the Democratic Republic of Congo is covered with the rainforest. The trees in these forests are very tall and form a canopy which prevents sunlight from reaching the ground. So you can see here canopy. Canopy means it is shaded with the leaves of the plants. So the trees here are very tall and they form a canopy which prevent the sunlight to enter the ground. Yes. There are dense growth of creepers and shrubs also here in this country, and the special feature of these trees are that of these forests are that they are evergreen. So their leaves never shed. They are every time throughout the year they are green. In some parts where the climate is not very hot and where the vegetation is of different kind, like here we have grasslands with short trees and which are called savannas. So these grasslands with short trees are called savannas. So you can look here in the Democratic Republic of Congo, we found savannas also. The grasslands with very short trees. Yes, are called savannas. If we talk about the wildlife of this country, the wildlife, the forests are providing excellent wildlife habitat to the animals here. Gorillas, chimpanzees, baboons are found in the forest of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Insects and reptiles are also found here in large numbers. Reptiles include snakes, pythons and crocodiles which are found here in the Democratic Republic of Congo. You can see here this is a picture of python, snakes and crocodiles. Crocodiles and hippopotamuses are found in the swamps and rivers. So here in the Democratic Republic of Congo, crocodiles and hippopotamuses are also found nearby the rivers. Okapi is a special kind of animal which is found here in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So you can see here the picture of okapi. Yes, how okapi is looking? Okapi just look like a horse. So it looks like a zebra and a horse like. Now, if we talk about the wildlife of the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo is also called the natural zoo of the world, as here many types of animals are found, and it is a shelter for many of the wildlife animals. Now there is a star fact. The Democratic Republic of Congo once had the world largest population of hippopotamuses. Due to poaching, now they are facing extinction. So what is poaching, students? Animal poaching is killing of animals illegally for the use of, so making some products for the use of their body, making their from their body animal teeth for is being used to have different things, yes, made. Now we will talk about the agriculture, what type of agriculture is practiced in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So the main occupation of the people here in the Democratic Republic of Congo is farming and mining. So people do here farming, agriculture, and they are doing mining. Mining means from the mines the minerals are being extracted, the minerals are being taken out. So people work here in mines also. Farmers practice shifting agriculture. In this system, some forest land is being cleared and crops are grown for 2-3 years. So what is shifting agriculture, students? Shifting agriculture means where the forests are being cleaned or cleared for growing crops for 2-3 years. And here in the Democratic Republic of Congo, people practice shifting agriculture. Yes, crops which are grown here in Democratic Republic of Congo are cassava, maize, rice. Cassava is a staple food here. So the people here basically, mainly use cassava food. They make the flour of the cassava and they make the breads from cassava flour. So this is the process how they made the flour from the cassava. They make a tuber, are taken out from the grounds and soaked into the water for many days. Then the skin is being peeled out and then the flour is made from this cassava roots. Some other type of agriculture crops are grown, like cash crops are grown, like palm oil, coca, coffee, and rubber are also grown here. And these crops are being exported to different countries of the world, like palm oil, coca, coffee, and rubber are being exported to different parts of the world. Yes, different countries. Now, as we have talked that, the people in the Democratic Republic of Congo practice do mining. They work in mines. So here it is, from mines we take out minerals. So which type of minerals are found here in the Democratic Republic of Congo? The Democratic Republic of Congo is rich in minerals like gold, diamond, manganese, copper, cobalt, uranium, and coal. So these are the minerals which are found here in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the people are working in the mines to take out these minerals. It is the largest producer of cobalt and industrial diamond in the world. So the Democratic Republic of Congo is the largest producer of cobalt mineral. This is cobalt mineral, blue color, and industrial diamonds in the world. So these are industrial diamonds. So the Democratic Republic of Congo is the largest producer of which mineral, students? Cobalt and industrial diamond. Yes. Industries are not well developed here, so most of the people are exporting minerals. Most of the people are working in the mines only, because there are no so many industries here in the Democratic Republic of Congo. A number of dams are built here on the rivers. They produce hydroelectricity. If we talk about the life of the people here in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo is thinly populated. So it is not very vast populated. No, lots of population is not available here. Thinly populated. Very less population is found here. Though a number of tribes live here, the Bantu tribe is the largest tribe. So in the Democratic Republic of Congo, largest tribe found is Bantu tribe. You can see here the people of Bantu tribe. The Bantu people are tall and have curly hair. So you can see here they are having curly hairs and they are tall in height. Pygmies are primitive people who live in dense forests. So primitive people means ancient people. They follow the ancient customs and tradition. So pygmies are primitive tribes who live in dense forests. They live in forest. They are short in height. Their average height is less than 1.5 meters. That means 5 feet. They gather food by hunting. They have primitive lifestyle. They make hut out of branches and leaves. So you can see here they are how they are living. They have made the hut from the leaves. As the weather is very hot and wet here, so the people do not wear many clothes here in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The people enjoy singing and dancing. So you can see here the people of Democratic Republic of Congo are enjoying. They are dancing and they are singing also. So here the life of the people here are depending on each other. If we talk about the transportation here, students, so water transportation is very important here. The Congo River or Zaire River is the chief means of transportation. Matadi is the main seaport. Matadi is a city in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and it is the main seaport. And Kinshasa is the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is also an important seaport. So Kinshasa is the capital of Democratic Republic of Congo, and it is a important seaport also. Yes. What is river port and seaport? River port and seaport are the is the area, is the place where the ship comes and put the goods there. So park the goods there. So Matadi is the main seaport, and Kinshasa, the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo, is an important river port of this country. The Democratic Republic of Congo is developing fast. So it's a developing country. It is not a developed country. It is developing country. So now we will discuss about the word power. Evergreen means trees that remain green throughout the year. Equatorial region means the region on both sides of the equator is called as equatorial region. We will just do a quick, we will just summarize this chapter as we have done the recapitulation. So we will just summarize it. So these are some important points of this chapter. The Democratic Republic of Congo is located in equatorial region. It has hot and wet climate. Most of the part covered of the Democratic Republic of Congo is rainforest. It is rich in mineral resources. It is called the natural zoo of the world. Tribals are major population group of the Democratic Republic of Congo. The main crops grown here are cassava, rice, maize, rubber, coffee, coca, palm oil and cotton. The Congo River is the most important means of transportation in this country. Yes, students, so we have discussed about the important points also of this chapter. So now there is a homework for you all. And what is the homework? Homework is read chapter 4, the Democratic Republic of Congo once again. And if you find anything which you are not able to understand in the online class, you can ask your doubts. Yes, students. So with this, let me finish the class. Thank you and have a nice day, students.